Welcome back, friends. Today we're going to rank my Jordan 3 collection in terms of comfort. I've got a pretty sizable collection of Jordan 3s that I've had over the years, and everyone wants to know which ones feel the best and which ones are the most uncomfortable. So let's go and take a look at the collection. So first we'll just kind of go through and see which pairs we have here. We'll start things off in chronological order, the 2016 True Blues. And then we have the 2020, the Fragments. 2022, the Fire Reds. 2023, the White Cement Reimagined. 2024, Craft Ivories. And then the 2024 as well, the K54s. 2024, Nina Chanel Abneys. Also 2024, the Maniere, While You Were Sleeping. 2024 again, Black Cement. Now 2025, the Black Hats. 2025, the Lucky Shorts. 2025 again, the Maniere for the Love Diffused Blue. 2025, Seoul 2.0. 2025, Rare Air. And finally, the latest pair, the Pure Monies. All right, let's get these on feet and see how they feel. First up is the oldest Jordan 3 that I still have left in my collection, the True Blues from 2016. The first thing that we'll notice is that it's got the shorter, chubbier looking toe box. It's got tons of padding around the neck collar area there, the sock liner area there. And the tongue is just really, really thick. This is the last of the ones I have left with this big tongue. So it's going to be one that feels quite a bit different than all the other ones that I have. Put them on is pretty easy. Fits, gets in pretty good even though it's already tied up. First thing standing up that I notice is, it's pinching my toes. I've got like wide feet, so right there, those are the pinch points right there. And it actually, both sides. And my left foot is actually a little bit wider than my right foot. So I can feel that hurting. And then on the collar side, it's very, very snug, wraps around pretty well and restricts movement quite a bit. So not very comfortable. So I would rate these guys, 5 out of 10. And that score is mostly because of the toe box restrictions. Next up on the list is the Fragment Design, Jordan 3. Toe box here looks roughly about the same, but you can see this has got the updated tongue. I'll grab the True Blue here. You can see what I mean. So you can see the tongue on the True Blue is a lot thicker, much more padding and everything, which, again, restricted movements. And when we tried them, and you can see the sides. A little less padding on the Fragment. Toe box is almost the same, maybe just a little bit slightly longer on the Fragment compared to the True Blue. So we'll see how that feels on feet. All right, they slip on a little bit easier than the True Blues. Again, I just keep them tied, so it just slips on kind of nicely. First impressions, it pinches the toes a lot less. So this area right there, it's pinching me a lot less. So I still feel it a little bit, but it does pinch a lot less. Much better ankle movement. Like, look at that. It's just not as much padding and just give me a little bit more ankle movement. So, right there. It just touches there. So just perfect amount of room for me. Rating, 6 out of 10. Much better improvement over the True Blues. All right, OG colorway, Fire Red 3s. Toe box is a little bit slightly longer. Again, it's just small improvements over the years here. You can see it's just a little bit longer, so a little bit more room from what it looks like here. If we look at the tongue, again, the tongue is very, very similar. Maybe it's just a tad more padding than the Fragments, which was a huge improvement over the True Blues. Very similar padding to the Fragments. All right, no drama slipping them on, just slips right on. And I can definitely feel the little more room in the toe box. This is pretty perfect here. So there's no pinch toes. Toe box size is just right. And again, free ankle movement there, similar to the Fragments. I would rate these guys 7 out of 10. So nice improvement. Good to see every release getting a little bit better. Another OG colorway, this time with the White Cement Reimagined. Really love the shoe here. It's the new design. The shape is actually quite a bit different here. Let's put the Fire Reds right side by side. If you look at the tongue there, you can see it's still a pretty decent padding. This one has a little bit slightly thinner padding under the tongue. toe box wise, and you can see the new shape. It's a narrower shape. Looks like it has a little less room, like more room over there on the fire edge, but it's a narrower shape. So yeah, let's see how these feel. Slipping them on was a little bit tighter. It could have been just the way I laced them, but a little bit harder. Yeah, the shoe as well, a little bit harder to get in. But with the narrower looking toe box, I'm actually surprised. There is so much room here. It's like flying business class. There's so much room in the toe box. I have room to wiggle. Yeah, ankle support. It's free movement, so very, very super comfy for walking. My rating, 8 out of 10. Super, super comfortable pair of shoes here. Next up, we have the Craft Ivory, one of my favorite pairs of shoes out there. Very beautiful looking design there. So this shape is exactly the same. You can see the toe box, maybe even a little bit longer, but that could be just from a material choice. Tongue is about the same, collar's the same, it's the same shape. The big difference here is you can see, like, there's 1, 2 different materials versus 1, 2, and 3 different materials. So that's why it looks a little bit longer. Yeah, let's see how these feel. Yeah, definitely a little bit harder to get these on, a little bit tighter to get on. But first thing that I noticed, and yeah, it's pinching my toes again. So very similar to the Fragment. So it's gone back a little bit. I wonder if it's from the additional material on the toe box. Just I'm getting that pinch right there. I wonder if it has to do with the extra material that's on there and just tighten things up there. But yeah, definitely a little bit of a pinch. The ankle movement is good, but yeah, I have to rate these things a 6 out of 10. It's gone a little bit backwards in terms of toe pinch. Next up is my sneaker of the year for 2024, the K54s. Lots of premium material, so you've got 2 different materials on there. Compared to the shape, again, it's the same shape as the white cement. That's that new shape that's introduced. Maybe even a little bit longer toe box. They must have changed this up a little bit, just slightly longer there. Yeah, the big difference on this is that sock liner there. It's this smooth material. It's padded. It's kind of hard, but it's a smooth material. So wonder if I can feel that through the socks. Yeah, they slip on pretty well. That sock liner just nice slips right on. First thing I notice is no pinch toes. It's not as roomy as the white cement. Probably closer to fire red. So there's room in there. So definitely can walk with them. Free ankle movement there, but yeah, I can feel that actually, that sock liner through the socks. I'll rate these guys a 7.5, and yeah, very cool that you can feel the smoothness of the sock liner even though I've got socks on. Next up, the very unique Nina Chanel Abney. Very different materials, very different shape. You can take a look how everything just doesn't really look like that new Reimagined design. That cutout where the tongue is, the shape is different. Toe box shape is different, but the key is the materials. It's canvas, so it's a very hard, much harder material. And then on the padding here, it feels kind of hard padding. It's a smooth feeling, but it's got a weird lump in there as well on the side there. And you can even the tongue, everything is just hard on it. It's got nice exposed foam there, but everything is hard. So let's see how these actually feel. Well, they do slip on pretty nicely. Like I said, it's that sock liner there's very smooth, but oh man, I can already feel every single movement. There's no toe pinch, but every single movement I can feel the tongue on my feet. I can feel the sides, all the material on my feet, the canvas on my feet, and the toe box. It's not comfortable at all. Yeah, and I've tried, honestly, I've worn these before. I tried breaking them in. They're not breaking in. My rating on this, 4 out of 10. Definitely the most uncomfortable that we've tried on so far. All right, we have the Maniere Jordan 3. Premium materials, a little bit thicker cut leather. Shape is generally the same as the new shape here. The tongue thickness, it's stitched on a little bit differently, but it's roughly the same thickness. But the key is that quilted sock liner. This should make things feel really nice. Yeah, the tongue is just nice premium materials on there. You can take a look at the tongue there. It's about the same thickness. It's just like I said, just stitched on just slightly differently. All right, they slip on pretty well. A little bit tight to get on. I think it's just thicker material and a little more padding, but once you get it in, it just slips right in. First thing I notice is the toe pinch. There's actually a bit of toe pinch here. I'd say pretty similar to the Fragments in terms of how much toe pinch. The quilted padding and tongue surround the ankle very well, so really great support, feels awesome. But yeah, right there, just a little bit of toe pinch right there. So if I'm going to rate these, I'm going to rate these a 7. Way higher mark if it wasn't for the tight toe box. I feel like we're seeing a trend of premium materials losing a bit of toe box room here. OG colorway again, and we have the black cement. This is basically a 1-to-1 identical to the white cement. Shape, tongue, like everything just basically matches. Toe shape, materials, elephant print's a little bit different, but in terms of softness, everything's the same. So I expect this to pretty much wear the same as the white cement. All right, so they slip on pretty easily here on a pre-tied shoe. Feels much like the white cement, like I said. Lots and lots of toe room for me to wiggle in. Good ankle freedom. So yeah, rating them 8 out of 10. Exact same score as white cement because it feels exactly like a white cement. Next up, we have the Black Cat. This one's a little bit different, different materials. The tongue's about the same, but this right here, it's a little bit stiffer in comparison. So let's go side by side with the black cement. Like, look how soft that pushes down. Of course, that elephant print is hard, but that patent leather is a little bit tougher. Let's see if it makes a difference. All right, a little bit tighter to slip on just because there's a little bit more padding around the sock liner area. I can feel a pinch on my toes already, just similar to the Fragment. So tolerable, but right there, that light pinching. That little extra padding does give better ankle support. So I rate these 6.5. Like I said, toe box pinches a little, premium materials. All right, up next, Lucky Shorts. This is actually surprisingly, everything feels a little bit softer. The tongue, there's a little bit extra padding there, and the leather, even that suede there is really soft. So very, very curious how this is going to feel on feet. Let's go. Wow, right away they slip on pretty easy. Very soft materials, you can feel that right away. Toe box room, lots of toe box room, lots of wiggle room, just like the white cement and black cements. And then, of course, the little bit extra padding helps the ankle support. My rating, 9 out of 10. Surprise, surprise. This feels really, really good, especially for a sneaker that was heavily discounted. Very looking forward to this one. This is the Maniere For the Love Diffuse Blue. Premium material. The suede is actually pretty soft on here, and the leather is really soft too. The tongue, like very, very smooth satin feeling material there. And of course, you got that quilted sock liner. And this one, why we really want to try this one, is that quilted insole. Very curious how this feels. This is very, very premium in terms of trying to make it feel good for you. You can see a comparison to the while you were sleeping, you don't have the quilted insole. So that's going to be a big difference. So let's see how this goes. Oh, yeah, I can just feel my feet just slip in. Just premium quilting ever. Just slip right in. Toe room, a little bit more than the while you were sleeping, but not as free as the pairs with non-premium materials. Ankle support is okay, not as tight as Lucky Shorts, but the materials feel so good around the ankle there. Every step is like a massage on your feet as well. This is kind of funny. I'll rate this pair 9.5 out of 10. One of the more comfortable pairs I've ever owned. All right, the Seoul 2.0 around the sock liner area and the tongue. It's very, very premium materials, very, very soft all around. It's like plush, super soft. The tongue as well, very plush. So it'll be interesting to see how this feels. Wow, huge surprise on this pair. Slips on really easily. Lots of room in the toe box. So this is like white cement, black cement level of room in the toe box. Really good ankle support. So that material is just like butter. You can feel it through the socks. Incredible. Rating this 10 out of 10. Cannot rate this any higher. It's just perfect. Amazing. Going to be a tough act to follow with the Rare Air. The toe box got a good shape to it, just like the black cement. It's a little bit softer here than the black cement. A little more plush feeling, a little bit softer. So let's compare the toe box there. So pretty much identical. Leather is soft as usual. And then the tongue is about the same thickness, but a little more plush on the Rare Air. It actually reminds me more of the Lucky Shorts than the black cement. If this is a blind test, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference between Lucky Shorts, so that was a good call. Yeah, it's same as white and black cement for the toe box. Slightly more ankle support than those two though, just like the Lucky Shorts. Softer all around, so yeah, I would rate this the same score, 9 out of 10. Exact same thing as the Lucky Shorts. And finally, we have the Pure Money. This is, I'm going to guess, about the same as the Black Cat. The tongue feels the same. It's a little bit more puffier and plush than the white cements, but I'll use the white cement as a comparison because that's always my reference here. The toe box shape feels and looks about the same. In terms of materials, you have the elephant print, which feels the same on both sides. I'm going to think that, oh, wait a minute, this is actually softer than the Black Cat. So a little bit softer on that patent leather than the Black Cats. That's actually a bit of a surprise, even on the, especially on the sides there. It feels closer to the white cement than the Black Cats here. So yeah, that's going to be an interesting one to see how it feels. Yeah, I thought this is going to be the same as a Black Cat, but it actually has slightly more toe room. I think the patent leather is thinner here than the Black Cat, so that might be why. Yeah, like I'm wiggling my toes. It's a little bit more than the Black Cat, so I don't know what to say. Ankle support is good. That feels the same as the Black Cat, so soft material. So my rating, a little bit higher than the Black Cat, 7 out of 10. And there we have it, all 15 pairs. Let's do a recap of worst to best in terms of comfort. All right, the least comfortable, and probably no surprise for a lot of people, the Nina Chanel Abneys, 4 out of 10. Next is the 2016 True Blue. So, of course, the newer shoes are going to be a lot more comfortable. So this is the oldest pair of Jordan 3s in my collection. Our first tie for 12th place, is the Jordan 3 Fragment Design with a 6 out of 10 rating. And again, tied in 12th place, 6 out of 10, the Craft Ivory. In 11th place with a score of 6.5 out of 10, we have the Black Cat. The race is getting tight because we have a three-way tie. All three with a score of 7 out of 10. First, we have the Fire Red. Next, we have the Maniere, While You Were Sleeping. And the third, 8th place tie is the Pure Money. All three with a 7 out of 10 score. In 7th place, my sneaker of the year in 2024, the K54 with a 7.5 out of 10. Because of a tie, we're now in the top 5. Number 5 goes to the white cement. And of course, it's OG Twin. Same score, 8 out of 10, the black cement. The competition is getting pretty fierce with a tie for number 3. And that's the Lucky Shorts. And of course, the Rare Air also scoring a solid 9 out of 10. And that brings us to the top 2, which is going to be the most comfortable Jordan 3. And in number 2, it is the Maniere For the Love Diffuse Blue with a score of 9.5. And finally, we're here at the top with the most comfortable Jordan 3 with a perfect 10 out of 10 score. By far the most comfortable pair of Jordan 3s I've ever owned, the Air Jordan 3 Seoul 2.0. Definitely a big surprise for me when I got this pair. Thank you very much for watching. That's our most comfortable Jordan 3s. And of course, if you don't have wide feet like me, your ranking might be a little different. So, hey, send a shout out in our comments and let us know what you rank as the most comfortable Jordan 3. See you next time.